Racing this time, and missing the start noticeably was Alcatcher, and the best out the favourite Saganor, jumping well, and going up to have a shot at the favourite is Better Succeed, and will lead narrowly. Third posse is taken by Flying Celebrity, followed on the inside by Pillage, and then Yellow's Polonaise, Street Star, Sweet Charity. Then All a Dane, a length and a half, Trevisa and Forsaken Gold. Second last in the field as they race to the corner, Brief Prospect, and about 2 lengths to Alcatcher. Onto the bend and Better Succeed, a length Saganor. Third is Flying Celebrity. Pillage on its inside, and Wada Yellow's Polonaise, and then Street Star and All a Dane, followed at the head of the others by Forsaken Gold. In the stretch and on top of the rise, Better Succeed's rider's gone for the whip. Likewise, Saganor and Yellow's Polonaise tackling the pair of them. A length to Pillage, trying to weave clear, and then Flying Celebrity down past the 200. Saganor and Yellow's Polonaise, and here's Street Star. It's now Saganor hitting the front. Street Star the danger, followed by Pillage seeing daylight. Street Star racing to Saganor, and Street Star got up on the line. Street Star a half head, Saganor and Pillage has run third, followed by at the head of the others on the inside Forsaken Gold, Flying Celebrity. Trevisa made some ground. Yellow's Polonaise weakened out of it, and then All a Dane, Better Succeed stopped in the last 100, and Sweet Charity in company with Brief Prospect at Alcatcher the last 3.
Super Tab 8 Street Star 13.20 and 3.30, 1 Saganor 1.30, 7 Pillage 2.10.
Well, we'll return $11.30 and 2.80. 11.30 and 2.80. Street Star looking to just get up from Saganor, and over on the inside Pillage, who was held up at a vital stage. And when it got clear, it went to the line very well indeed. Photo. But number 8 will be first, Street Star, and there it goes now. Number 8 is the winner, Street Star, ridden by R.S. Dye. Number 1 is second, Saganor, paying $1.30, ridden by J. Marshall. And number 7, third, Pillage, D. Beedman, has paid $2.40. Street Star by Jet Ball from the street, trained by Graham Rogerson for himself and Neil Gamble. Neil, of course, the big boss of Star City, the new casino here in Sydney, and the Street Star, certainly an impressive debut. Number 1, second, Saganor, is by Snippets from Frown, Ron Quinton, John Marshall, and third going to number 7, Pillage. Nice filly by Marauding from Wild at Heart, and she'll win a race soon, I'd say. Clary Connors, Darren Beedman, and number 6 ran 4th, and that was Forsaken Gold.
Racing, Cinnamon Cove bounced away nicely out of gate 4. On the outside, all systems go. Mr. Malibo began okay, and getting up on the inside, Kokoschka with Quirinus showing some speed. Through on the inside now, Kokoschka and Quirinus. They lead out a half length to Cinnamon Cove. A neck further back, Mr. Malibo, 4 out. 1 further back, Elder Light. 1 further back in the race, Regala and Clay Shot. Then came All Systems Go, and last of all is If You Don't Mind. Through the gap they go, Kokoschka and Quirinus. On the outside, Mr. Malibo. Just behind them, Cinnamon Cove, 4th. Over on the inside, Elder Light. They're followed to the outside by Clay Shot. A length then Regala. He's just niggling at the favourite a little, Cinnamon Cove. It lost a little ground as Mr. Malibo went up to Kokoschka. Quirinus started to drop out, and further out Clay Shot on the turn. Mr. Malibo about a neck in front of Kokoschka too. Then Clay Shot to the outside, coming home well. Cinnamon Cove under some pressure behind them. Mr. Malibo at the inside, 200 metres to go. A length in front, Clay Shot, the danger looming up on the outside. They come away to fight it out. Clay Shot got up on the outside of Mr. Malibo, who nearly lost his rider. Rider of Mr. Malibo has almost come out of the saddle. Clay Shot's beat him. He's recovered Mr. Malibo's rider. He's hung on to run second. Third on the outside is All Systems Go. Miraculous recovery by that rider there to get back into the saddle, Preble. Kokoschka behind those from, If You Don't Mind, from Regala, followed by Quirinus, Cinnamon Cove and Adelaide.
3 Clay Shots, $6.90, $2. 1 Mr. Malibo, $1.30. 8 All Systems Go, $11.50.
Amazing piece of horsemanship on that second horse. 3 Clay Shots, $6.50, $1.90. 1 Mr. Malibo, $1.40, and 8 All Systems Go, $8.50.
Track on the big screen. We'll just roll this tape back and let's have a look at it. These two horses appeared to come together at about the 100-metre mark. Clay Shot on the outside and Mr. Malibo. And Preble has lost his balance. And we'll just see if we can get this up on the big screen in the infield if we can in that production area. Here we go. For people on track here, Clay Shot getting up to Mr. Malibo. They seem to contact. And there's jockey B. Preble out of the saddle, hanging onto the horse under the horse's neck for a couple of strides. And has recovered to get back and carry, the horse has carried the jockey's weight across the line.
Okay, 3-1-8 there at the Valley. Race number 2, Canberra, coming up at 1:11, a couple of minutes away. 1 Mr. Quongtart, 6.
They're off, away on a good line too. Basics on the outside and Super Marathon got the best of it. Third posse is Alizari. Coconut over on the inside, 2 lengths to Amaru. Acquiring on the inside of Amaru and a couple of lengths Atomic Melody. Super Marathon is going to lead Basics a half to 3/4 of a length as they gallop on towards the course proper. Third is Coconut, about 2 lengths away. Followed by Alizari, another 2.5 acquiring a neck the outside Amaru and about 1 length and 3/4 Atomic Melody. Super Marathon in front coming down the side and going to the crossing at the 850 has a lead of about a head or so. Super Marathon on Basics, 2 lengths then to on the inside Coconut. Alizari the outside, 2.5 then to Acquiring and Amaru and a couple of lengths Atomic Melody as they head down to the 600 marker. No change in the order, and bar Atomic Melody they're racing in pairs with Super Marathon and neck on Basics. About 2 lengths then Coconut inside Alizari, 2 lengths Acquiring and Amaru and 2 Atomic Melodies last. Few horses with their name beginning with the letter A in this, and as they straighten up, Super Marathon got away a shade from Basics. About 2 lengths to Coconut, well off the rails, and Amaru putting in a run. Basics looks the first beaten, and out of the 200, Super Marathon slipped away 1.5 lengths on Amaru, the only possible danger. And then comes Basics and Coconut. It's Amaru pegging back Super Marathon. Super Marathon and Amaru. Amaru's going home better, and Amaru gets up to beat Super Marathon. Bobbing finish between Coconut and Basics for third, and then Atomic Melody, followed by Acquiring, and last of all was Alizari.
6 Amaru Super Tab, 680, 340. 4 Super Marathon, 170. And those for third, 2 Coconut or 1 Basics. There'll be no third.
Number 6, written by Shane Dye. First 2 to Raymond Shane. $6.80 and 7.10 in New South Wales. 7.10's paid well on the New South Wales tote compared with elsewhere around Australia. 7.10 and 3.50. Number 4, Super Marathon, 180. A bobbing finish for third. No third dividend. 2 and 1, Coconut and Basics. 2 will probably hang on. Yes, it's got third, number 2. So it's 6, 4 and 2. Amaru, trained by Gay Waterhouse for her mum and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Tommy Smith, and also Mr. and Mrs. S. Fisman by Zabil from Zaveda. Bay Filly 3, and had run 4th at Warwick Farm behind Coconut last start. Shane Dye aboard. That followed as first up, third behind Super Marathon. The runner-up there, number 4, Super Marathon by Centane from Bluebell Dancer, Brian Guy, Glenn Boss, and number 2, Coconuts by Dane Hill from Palm Tree, John Hawkes, Larry Cassidy, and 1 Basics ran 4th. Time was 1:23.89, 1:23.89. The record is 1:22.18, and the sectional time not yet to hand. Cornella's paid $11.50, the exacta of $34.50, and the trifecta paid $74.20. The winning margin was half a neck, with 1.5 lengths between second and third, a half a neck by 1.5 lengths. So Shane Dye's been around a little bit in recent weeks. We haven't seen much of Shane in Sydney, of course, in those times, but he's back now. He'll be heading to New Zealand shortly, and he's ridden the first 2.
On the outside. They're off and running. Funny Bone has left the gate okay near the inside with Afroben, and out fast is Quack. Savannah from the outside and showing speed up in the centre now, Northern Song. But Quack from the outside led Savannah, Northern Song, and Funny Bone is going to posse up 4th. They're followed by Afroben outside at Matabel Queen, Magic Fleur deep, a length further back in the race. Afroben just lost some ground going around the outside Hanover Township. 2 further back, Raven Beauty, and 3 Kazana. Through the inside, Quack ahead in front now from Savannah. 2 then to Northern Song, who's up on the inside of Matabel Queen. A length further back, Funny Bone lost its position. Around it goes Hanover Township from Magic Fleur. Then Raven Beauty and Afroben dropped out second last from Kazana. Quack and Quack on the inside, and Savannah up to the home turn now from Matabel Queen, 3 out. A length further back, Northern Song, then Hanover Township and Funny Bone, but going to the front, Matabel Queen when they straighten up. A length and a half in front now from Savannah, and then Northern Song battling on well from Hanover Township, and Matabel Queen let go, and it races away now for Preble. Too good this one. Matabel Queen wins 2 lengths, Northern Song. 2 away, third is Hanover Township, 4th home Savannah. A gap in the race then to Funny Bone. Outside it Raven Beauty, further back then Karzana, who made some ground. A long gap to Quack, who dropped right out from Afroben, who seemed to lose ground mid-race, and at the tail is Magic Fleur.
Number 8, Matabel Queen, 12.60 and 3.10. 9, Northern Song, $2. 5, Hanover Township, 8.10.
8 Matabel Queen on Super Tab, 12.40, 3.10. 9 Northern Song to return 2.10, and 5 Hanover Township, $7. Here's Michael Heath at the Canberra Racecourse.
Yeah, Paul,
Racing this time, and immediately Loophole dropped out to the tail, and the Speedy Affection straight to the front, but taken on by Simbor, who goes to the lead now. Third posse is Hone In, travelling fourth Hookshot, about a length and a half to Loophole, and 3/4 further back is Royal Olivia. They race on towards the 850, and Simbor keen to run. He's nice and fresh. He's about 3/4 of a length on Hone In, 2.5 Affections back to third. Racing on the inside of Hookshot, and a further 2.5 lengths coming Royal Olivia, who's being shaded narrowly by Loophole on her inside. Racing down to approach the corner at the 600, and Hone In on the outside, and Simbor level pegging a couple of lengths on Affections. Hookshot the outside, right on the back of Hone In, and now Loophole's going to follow Hookshot at about 2.5 to Royal Olivia. Into the straight they travel now. Hone In the outside doing better than Simbor. Hookshot about to be let go by Beedman. Affections next, and right down the outside here comes Loophole. It's Hone In racing in the blinkers today. In front, Affections kicks back solidly. Hookshot is not going on with it seemingly at the moment, and Affections on the inside hits the front clearly. Affections is racing away now from Hone In on the outside Loophole, but Affections wins it well. Affections a length. Loophole got second. Hone In has just missed out for the second, ending up third, followed by Hookshot, a long margin Simbor in company with Royal Olivia. Affections, number 7, ridden
Super Tab 950, 350, 6 Loophole, 190, no third for fourth.
80, 1080. Place total New South Wales, $3. Number 6 second, Loophole, has returned a dividend of 190, and there'll be no third for number 4, Hone In. Hookshot didn't go on with it, and Affections raced by Harry and Pam Lawton, P.J. Miller, R. Jones and J.N. Allen. A brown filly 3 by Centane from Miss Sprinklet, trained by Bob Thompson and ridden by Glenn Boss. Nice win by Affections there, after running fourth behind Super Marathon and Company in a race at Warwick Farm on the 26th of November. In that same race, Amaroo ran third, and Amaroo's come out and beaten Super Marathon in race 2. Now I tell you, Affections has been able to win race number 3, $10, so it was the there were field of 6 go round, so it was the 4th favourite. Anyway, 6 starts. It had been a maiden prior to today. Number 6 second, Loophole by Last Tycoon from Bold Promise, John Hawkes, Larry Cassidy. And third gain to number 4, Hone In by Bite the Bullet, Lost in Flight, Graham Begg, Daniel Beasley. And 2 Hookshot look to have every chance fourth. Cornella 14.10, New South Wales Exacta 33.80, and the trifecta 103.60.
We got Paul for
Stake for
Away was Laser, away well on the inside Coningsby, Heart of Egypt, and on the outside Senesino. Behind them Lauderdale fourth early, from the outside being pushed forward now as Knight's Opera. Down at the winning post, Heart of Egypt led from Senesino. Coningsby went up third, and fourth is Lauderdale. 2 further back than Knight's Opera. Then came behind those Regal Ruler, followed by Double Time. Around it goes the outside Tomahawk Tom, followed by Laser the middle, and last of all is Rich Land. Down the side at the 15.50, and the leader is Heart of Egypt, a length in front now. Up on the outside, Senesino second. Coningsby tucks away third on the inside there of Lauderdale. Is inclined to get up on the bit, running fourth. A length and a half to 2 further back in the race. Knight's Opera 3 deep around Regal Ruler. Double Time the inside. They're not going hard at the moment. A length further back, Tomahawk Tom. Then came the inside, would have been Laser, and last of all is Rich Lad. There's no speed, and Lauderdale is pulling very hard on the rider on the outside, Mel Pay. He lets it go up to Heart of Egypt. 2 further back, then Senesino third. They put a bit of pace into the race. 3 further back, Coningsby running fourth. 1 then Knight's Opera. 2 further back, Regal Ruler, Double Time the fence. 2 and then to a Tomahawk Tom. Moving up now, Rich Land, and last of all is Laser. These two have cleared away about 4 or 5 in front now. Heart of Egypt on the inside, and Lauderdale, they're out of the 800 metre mark, about 5 lengths in front of Senesino. 2 to Coningsby, 1 Knight's Opera. Further back then Regal Ruler, followed by Double Time. Rich Land to the outside being hunted along. Then came Tomahawk Tom, and last of all Laser. Lauderdale at the 5.50 got to the front from Heart of Egypt. 4 or 5 Senesino, Coningsby. Rich Land hard ridden but making some ground on the outside. Then Regal Ruler, and further back then came Laser and Knight's Opera. The leader is Lauderdale. Heart of Egypt's gone. Rich Land getting up to second, going with it Coningsby, and then further back in the race came Laser. Lauderdale the leader, but he's pulled hard early, and Rich Land is starting to peg him back, and Laser will get the last swoop. Then Coningsby followed further back by Regal Ruler. Lauderdale a length in front. Coningsby from behind him with on the outside Rich Land, and further out now Laser. It's still Lauderdale in front. They're not going to get him, but I think no, Lauderdale a game winner, half length Laser. Third home Rich Land. Fourth home on the inside, Coningsby, then Regal They're followed for the back by Tomahawk Tom. Gap in the race to then Heart of Egypt, followed by Knight's Opera, Senesino, last of all, Double Time.
3 Lauderdale, 9.90 the win, 2.60 for the place. 6 Laser at 1.90 and third 2 Richland, 1.60.
3 Lauderdale, 9.80, 2.60. 6 Laser to return 1.80. 2 Richland, 1.60. Correct weight Brisbane, the second, 1.82.
Numbers 3, 6, 2. 3, 6, 2 here to race number 3 today. 3, 6 and 2.
Openers on the 4.
Last horse links in, set for action.
And had to be pushed along to pick up and start to muster some pace. Cappuccino bounced out in front of the Essence. Clarefield last quickly into third place. Jack in the box between horses. Airs and Graces 3 deep. The pace is very muddling early. And then Bridal Chance followed by Duendi and Volakai last about 7 off the lead. Cappuccino just pulled up in front as they went to the first turn. The rider of the Essence was not happy and allowed that mare to stride around the outside and take over coming to the 800 crossing. And now they're putting on a little speed. The Essence by a length and a half to Cappuccino, a length and a half to Jack in the box on the outside of Clarefield Lass, who's over racing a touch, followed by Duendi on the inside of Airs and Graces, and the last couple of Bridal Chance and Volakai. 600 out as they near the turn. The Essence led by a length on Cappuccino. Clarefield Lass in the box seat third, followed by Jack in the box. 3 deep Airs and Graces, and Bridal Chance in the orange colours makes the turn 4 wide. Straightening up the Essence and Cappuccino are the 2 leaders. Jack in the box, and behind those Airs and Graces, Clarefield Lass on the fence under heavy pressure, not doing enough, and Bridal Chance on the extreme outside has got the last run at them. Cappuccino drew clear 150 out from Airs and Graces. Bridal Chance, who's struggling a bit now. Cappuccino burst clear. She's holding them easily in the last little bit, and she's going to win it well, Cappuccino. Cappuccino by nearly 2 lengths on the line to Airs and Graces. Third's close. Bridal Chance wide out, or the Essence, and Volakai between that pair, followed by Jack in the box and Clarefield Lass, and last is Duendi. I couldn't believe the price on offer about Clarefield Lass. As it turned out, they were right, because she did next to nothing, but boy, she looked over the odds on paper. Cappuccino, Corey Brown. I saw Corey look back over his left shoulder coming up the rise rather disdainfully, and I thought to myself then, gee, you must be travelling all right. He had the best look back you've ever seen. You want to cut that out, Corey? That proves nothing. 8, 6 and 2. Cappuccino first, Airs and Graces second, and the Essence has run third, a breath in front of Bridal Chance, and those 2 mares were very wide apart. Yes, looking around, what does it prove? What does it prove? If there is something coming quickly, all you've done is lose about a half second in momentum having a look. You've still got to shake them up and get mobile. What's it prove? I've never been able to fathom what the hell it proves looking around in races.
Human nature.
Yeah, is it human nature, Bill? I don't know what it is, but I mean, there's only one direction in a horse race, surely. Straight ahead for horse and rider. Straight ahead. 8, 6 and 2. Cappuccino, Airs and Graces, and the Essence. Now the first 600 in 36.36, the last 600 in 36.05, and 124.37. 36.36, 36.05, and 124.37. The superfecta numbers are 8, 6, 2, 5, 4, 7. 8, 6 and 2, 5, 4, 7. Now, you'll be interested in this, Hilton. The colours carried by that winner, Cappuccino, white with purple stars and a white cap, were the registered racing colours of the late, great Ken Howard. Ken raced a lot of horses in the late 50s and right through the 1960s, horses like Nature's Gentleman, Dollars and Cents, and New Currency. Bannock was another, and they all carried those colours, white, purple stars, white cap. Those colours were relinquished by the estate of the late Ken Howard following his death, and they've now become the property of Mr. and Mrs. N.R. Johnson. A lot of history there, though, a lot of memories. Cappuccino's a bay mare by Table Limit out of Diamond Opera, raced by Mr. and Mrs. N.R. Johnson, trained at Newcastle by Darren Smith, and ridden by Corey Brown. And those colours carried by the winner, white, purple stars, white cap, many years ago, were the racing colours of the late Ken Howard. Yes, Nature's Gentleman. I can remember George Moore winning a race on Nature's Gentleman at Randwick one day wearing those silks. Gee whiz. Good colours, simple, plain, simple, and good colours.
Shape, and they're off and running now. The fillies have gone away okay too. One of the first out was My Little Lucy, quickly tackled by Raj Bell. And further out is Dream of the Nile when they settle down, but Raj Bell straight to the fence in front now from Dream of the Nile. Wider out here going forward now would have been Drink Card Princess heading up towards the front of the outside. On that first turn from Thong Thani, My Little Lucy just behind them. Drink Card Princess went to the lead, into the back and led by a length and a half to Dream of the Nile. And My Little Lucy now moving up and going up to have a crack at them when they slowed in front. My Little Lucy left in front now, led by 2 lengths. From Drink Card Princess, 1 to Dream of the Nile, Thong Thani, Raj Bell, Flowing Arc, further back than Vesti. A gap of 2 or 3 lengths further back then to Scenic Way, 1 on the inside, Flaming Roberto, 2 further back, Abolition, Sophie's Class, and last of all in the race would have been Biscay Bay. At the 800 turn at a great deal of speed, the leader is My Little Lucy, 3/4 Drink Card Princess. Thong Thani is 4 deep around the outside there of Dream of the Nile. Raj Bell behind on the inside, Vesti take it out deep around Flowing Arc, the stablemate. 3 further back, Flaming Roberto, hard ridden, followed by Scenic Way. Then Biscay Bay from further back than Abolition and Sophie's Class. 500 to go. Drink Card Princess moving up now to the leader, which is My Little Lucy. They're together and they sprinted 2 lengths. Raj Bell. Dream of the Nile dropped out from Vesti and further back Flowing Arc into the clear. Then Biscay Bay on the outside here. Drink Card Princess drew a neck in front now from My Little Lucy. 2 to Raj Bell when they turn at the 200 and Oliver kicked this to the front. Drink Card Princess. 2 to Raj Bell. My Little Lucy struggling. Further out is Vesti. Drink Card Princess in front. Raj Bell trying to get to it. Drink Card Princess finds though, and Drink Card Princess scores. A neck on the line, Raj Bell. Abolition flew and grabbed third from Flaming Arc. Then further back in the race, Vesti. Gap in the race in Biscay Bay from Thong Thani. Further back then came Flaming Roberto from My Little Lucy. Then came Dream of the Nile. The last couple, Scenic Way back there with it would have been Sophie's Class.
2 Drink Card Princess, 4.10 and 1.80. Number 8 Raja Bell, $5. 3 Abolition, 3.10.
2 Drink Card Princess, 3.80, 1.60. 8 was second, Raja Bell to return $5.50, and 3 Abolition, $3.50. Moving up Canberra.
Abolition gets third on the outside, number 3. Ahead of 7, Flowing Arc. Numbers here, 2, 8, 3. Desperately ridden here by Damien Oliver over the last portion of the race after she raced outside My Little Lucy. Had this filly up on the speed all the way. Kick to the lead, but he had to pull all stops out in the straight to get her home, and she's just found sufficient desperate riding.
Racing this time. Ice King jumped out very well from the outside. Spend away quickly, but he's not going to stay up there. Going through nearer to the inside is the Mookster, and not far back Red Knight. They've got to keep Ice King pretty wide. He's back to 3rd and 4th now, followed by Rock Island Lion and Air Affair. Then stage a length further back is King Lotto, followed then by Pacific Lane. And a good margin off to Spend over on the inside as they travel to the corner with Devil's Design last. The leader is the Mookster, the Victorian. Got away. 3 lengths Red Knight and Air Affair as they come round the corner. Ice King 4th and then stage, followed by Rock Island Line, and 2 further back is King Lotto. In the straight, 350 to travel, and the Mookster, who went very wide, joined almost by Red Knight. Spend has made up a lot of ground, runs to 3rd, and on the outside is Ice King down to the 200 metres. Here's Spend coming after Red Knight. Ice King is labouring, and what about King Lotto right up on the inner? Spend the leader, King Lotto going after him, a race in 2. King Lotto finishing all over Spend, then Red Knight, and King Lotto veered out a bit on the line but wins. King Lotto beats Spend, Red Knight 3rd, followed by Stage and Pacific Lane. A break to Ice King, he was a flop, and then the Mookster, followed home by Rock Island Line, Devil's Design, and Air Affair has run last.
Super tab number 10, King Lotto, $18 and $2.90. 1 Spend, $1.60. 3 Red Knight, $1.90.
Number 1 Spend has paid $1.50, and number 3 Red Knight at $2.10. The Mookster went very wide on the corner. Ice King was wide from the word go, jumped well, but oh gee, he was a real flop at $1.90 as he turned out on the New South Wales tote. Could have been a fraction shorter with bookies, but number 10 King Lotto scored by Belotto from Bar Blur, a Bayer Brown gelding 2, trained by Brian Guy for J. Liversage, S.A. Archer, A.P. Gadis, P.A. Carlson, Mrs. B. Downs and Mrs. C. Higgs. And King Lotto, having his second start, had run 7th behind Natch at his debut at Rosehill Gardens. Number 1 second, Spend, a 2-year-old chestnut gelding, Geiger Counter Univolta, Graham Rogers and Shane Dye, and 3rd 3 Red Knight by Geiger Counter Proud Tradition, 2-year-old chestnut colt, Max Lees, Alan Robinson. 7 ran 4th, that was Stage. And the time was 59.66. 59.66, just under 2 seconds outside Dan Speed's race record. New South Wales Quinella, $34. Exacta, $97.20. And the trifecta, $404.20.
Bounce quickly. Bounce quickly, got away fast with Mint Condition and Ken Daring, and going fast Listerfield Luck and Celestial Comet settling down. Through on the inside, Listerfield Luck, Celestial Comet get out a length and a half Mint Condition. He-Man up fourth, Del Sol fifth, a half tie boxer, 1.5 at Tunga. Then Swayze two further back in the race, Ken Daring followed over on the inside. Coming down the side by Wicked Ken, a length and a half Ramadan, Source of Divorce followed by Wayward Star. Aerobic Prince last of all, through the gap, Listerfield Luck, Celestial Comet, one to Mint Condition, and further back Del Sol around He-Man. On the fence, tie boxer, one Swayze, then a Tunga, Ken Daring, a mile off them, Source of Divorce from Wicked Ken. Further back, Ramadan, Wayward Star, and last of all is Aerobic Prince, but dashing to the front is Mint Condition on the turn and striding away. Mint Condition straightened up a good 2 or 3, Swayze, Del Sol, then He-Man, Ken Daring and Source of Divorce. Mint Condition in front, inside the 100, he's got a mile break on them, and they won't get him. Swayze trying hard from Source of Divorce, but Mint Condition bolts in by 2. I reckon Swayze second, and nose in front of Source of Divorce and Ken Daring. Then further back behind those, Del Sol from Ramadan, Wicked Ken, a gap in the race then to He-Man, Tunga, followed by Tie Boxer, Aerobic Prince, Listerfield Luck, Wayward Star pulling up quickly with Celestial Comet.
Number 4, Mint Condition, $13.50 and $3.80. 14, Swayze, $3.40. 5, Source of Divorce, $2.20.
4, Mint Condition, 11.60, 3.30. 14, Swayze to return, $3.50, and 5, Source of Divorce to pay $2.40. Let's go back to Tony at the Canberra Racecourse. That protest results through now, Tony.
Yes, Paul, the protest has been dismissed, so again the Triple S colours maintain the race. The protest third against second and first dismissed. Placing stand, they being 176, weights right, and they're arriving at the barrier stalls, race 6.
Thanks, Tony. OK, we'll be coming.
Racing in the Villiers, Delinquent missed at a length. Inauguration a little slow with Super Dane, and Quick Flick from a wide alley straight across to lead from Eastern Star right up there today. Zuccarino third, followed by Arletti, Perfect Rapture handy, and then Banner Headline followed by Catapult. A length and a half further back on the inside is Inauguration, then Trust in Dreams. A length and a half Fond Return, Hedge Rum Rustic, Delinquent, Romantic H, Waikika Mukau, Entertainer, and then Super Dane, Darbus and Hickey Picker is last of all. They go to the first corner at the 950, and Quick Flick spreads them out. 2.5 Perfect Rapture, Arletti third. A length and a half to Eastern Star, then a break in preceding Zuccarino. Banner Headline beautifully positioned on the rails, followed by Catapult, and over on the inside next to Inauguration, Fond Return covering a lot of ground. Then Rum Rustic and Trust in Dreams, followed by Hedge, Delinquent, Romantic Ace and Waikika Mukau. 2 lengths to Super Dane, and then Hickey Picker, Entertainer, and 2.5 lengths to Darbus. The Villiers field is running past the 550, and Quick Flick, the big striding grey. 3 lengths on Perfect Rapture, Arletti third. 2 lengths to Eastern Star, a length to Banner Headline. 1.5 then to Zuccarino, followed by Inauguration, Catapult, and the others are headed by Waikika Mukau. 300 to go in the stretch, and Quick Flick a length clear on Arletti. A length and a half on Banner Headline, being called upon now from Perfect Rapture, Eastern Star, Inauguration, Catapult. Quick Flick still the leader. A half to 3/4 Arletti. Banner Headline can't reach them. Quick Flick still in front, but Arletti is closing, and Arletti wins the Villiers Stakes. Arletti beat Quick Flick and Banner Headline. Romantic Ace next from Entertainer. Waikika Mukau, Darbus, and then Inauguration with Perfect